Hey, this is Grant Cardone. I want to talk to you this week about closing a deal. And a number of you have been writing in, calling in, sending me emails about my favorite closes. I think particularly because of this new book, Closer Survival Guide, that we just finished. It's got tremendous amounts of attention. You can get it on Amazon if you hadn't gotten it already. You can call our office. It's got 126 closes in this one book. I promise you, 75 of them you've never heard before in your life because I sat down and actually developed them. This is a program called 85 Closes. I don't know if you can see it with the reflection there. It's called 85 Closes. This is a program strictly for automotive people that's got incredible, phenomenal, logical closes that are workable and usable once you have somebody emotionally involved in your product or service, or you have sold them on the idea that that's a solution to a problem, or they fell in love with your product or solution. Then you have to close the deal. It doesn't matter if somebody falls in love, you still got to close the deal. Well, the question that we keep getting from people are, what are Grant's favorite closes? I got over 200 of them in these two programs. What are his favorite closes? I'm like, dude, I don't have a favorite close. I have an artillery of closes. I have tools that I can grab like a samurai warrior. I don't want to just have a sword. It might, the conflict might be in too tight a quarters for a sword to work. I need all my tools. And you, particularly during times of economic contraction where people are being scared out of purchasing, they're being told to contract and, hey man, be careful. And, the truth is people are more careful now. So you have to be better at your job. Every weakness, every little flaw you have in your abilities is going to show up and be magnified during a time of economic contraction because people are going to be more careful. They're going to be more selective. They're going to shop a little harder. They're going to expect more for their dollar. And you have to be better at your job. So, if you were going to ask me, man, what's your favorite clothes? I'm like, look, I want to know them all. I want to know them so well that at any moment I can pull them out. Like, one close that I use constantly is, hey, when's the last time you spent this much money? I'm in the close. I know I'm having a problem. And I know the guy's thinking about money. I'm like, hey, when's the last time you spent 12 grand? When's the last time you spent $80,000? I don't know, Grant. No, really think about it. When's the last time you spent, like I did this the other day with a client. When's the last time you spent $25,000? He's like, man, it's been a long time. Okay, good, but when was it? Well, I spent 25 grand to repair my boat recently. Oh, really? Really? Well, let me ask you something. The 25,000 you spent on your boat, will that sell you any more product? Will that make your company grow? Will that solve the problem? No, it won't, Grant. Great, let's do this. See, my value proposition I was making him solved his problem. We were on the call. He was interested in solving a problem, okay? All I have to do is return him to another time when he spent $25,000, at which point he'll, in his own mind, will be like, hey, I spent 25 grand before, it didn't kill me, and it was on something that won't even make me money. At least Grant's program will make me money. So that's one of my favorite closes. If you're going to ask me a favorite, hey, you know what? All favorite, 200 and some odd closes. That's my favorite. But I'm going to ask people like, when's the last time you did that? When's the last time you spent that much money? When's the last time you wasted money? When's the last time you spent more money than you could afford? All those could be, or a variation of when's the last time. 10% of your selling time is in the close. 10% of your presentation time is in the close, but it represents 100% of your money. Closes like, sir, it's better to live rich than die rich on products that you're selling that are for personal uses. Everything from iPods to iPhones to cameras to cars to refrigerators to, adding tile to somebody's house. The guy wants to add a fence and a wall, and he's like, oh man, 119,000 is a lot of money right now. Sir, better to live rich than die rich. Better to have what you want than not have you want. Better to have security around your house than have $119,000 in a bank account. Let's do this, man. You need it. You know you're going to do it. And he goes into another stall. I don't know. Sir, it's now or later. It's either now or later. You're going to do it now and enjoy it now, or you're going to wait a year and do it then, and will have missed out on the 1 year that you could have enjoyed your fenced-in property, your automatic gate, and your new drive. Let's go ahead and do this because it's going to be now or later. That's called a now or later close. So you need to know them right away, like, hey man, Grant's $119,000. It's a lot of money. I know it is. Do it anyway. What do you mean do it anyway? Do it anyway, man. It's just money. Better to live rich, better to have the security, better to have the gate, better to be able to drive on your property than not have it. Hey, when's the last time you did this anyway? When's the last time you spent $119,000? It didn't kill you. It's not a disease. What do you mean it's not a disease? Spending the money, more money than you want to spend. It's not like you're going to have AIDS or cancer. It's not terminal, man. Do it anyway. See, all those are things you need in the close to break through the resistance, to break through the stalls, to break through the reactive parts of that buyer. When you know and I know it's going to be 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, they're going to do it. The problem is if you don't learn how to close, they might do it with somebody else or they're going to go buy some other product. So learn how to close the deal, folks. Become masters at this, whether you're an artist, an actor, a director, a producer. If you have a dream or a goal, okay, you're an entrepreneur, a manager, you're the receptionist, I don't care who you are. Hey, if you want life to go your way, you better learn how to close the deal. And that means you need specific things to say. If you want to get a vacation this year from your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend, you better learn how to close the deal. Hey, baby, you want to go to Hawaii? We can't afford going to Hawaii. Baby, it's not a disease. We're not going to die. So what? Better to live rich than die rich. Better to go to Hawaii and file bankruptcy later than never have to go into Hawaii and file bankruptcy anyway, okay? Now, I say that a little bit tongue-in-cheek. I don't want you to spend money you don't have. But the truth is, what I want you to do is I want you to learn how to produce money that you don't have. There's no shortage of money on this planet. I don't care what the media tells you. Learn how to close. You'll get your share of the money. Thank you very much, Grant Cardone. Hey, if you haven't gotten these programs, Closer Survival Guide is a sick, sick book, and you need it. Thank you very much. And if you have it, hey, get in it. It's not designed just to be read. It's designed to be used every day. It's got 126 different ways to wrap a deal up. And understand this. This close won't matter if you don't know how to sell. You have to sell first, close later, and quit giving your products away. Thank you very much, Grant Cardone. Hey, take the time to pass this on. And if you have any questions, you can write me at gc@grantcardone.com. Thanks a lot.